BlackFacts.com presents Educational Series, Black History in America. May 17, 1954, Brown vs. Board of Education. Narrated by Timbuktu. For much of the 60 years preceding the Brown case, race relations in the United States had been dominated by racial segregation. Such state policies had been endorsed by the United States Supreme Court ruling in Plessy vs. Ferguson, which held that as long as the separate facilities for separate races were equal, state segregation did not violate the 14th Amendment. But on May 17, 1954, the Supreme Court delivered its verdict in Brown vs. Board of Education, ruling unanimously that racial segregation in public schools violated the 14th Amendment's mandate of equal protection of the laws of the U.S. Constitution to any person within its jurisdiction. Oliver Brown, the lead plaintiff in the case, was one of almost 200 people from 5 different states who had joined related NAACP cases brought before the Supreme Court since 1938. The landmark verdict reversed the separate, but equal doctrine the court had established with Plessy vs. Ferguson in 1896. In the Brown decision, Chief Justice Earl Warren famously declared that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. Though the court's ruling applied specifically to public schools, it implied that other segregated facilities were also unconstitutional, thus striking a heavy blow to the Jim Crow South. As such, the ruling provoked serious resistance, including a Southern manifesto issued by Southern congressmen denouncing it. The decision was also difficult to enforce, a fact that became increasingly clear in May 1955 when the court remanded the case to the courts of origin due to their proximity to local conditions and urged a prompt and reasonable start toward full compliance. Though some Southern schools moved towards integration relatively without incident, in other cases, notably in Arkansas and Alabama, enforcing Brown would require federal intervention. To learn more about Black history, visit www.blackfacts.com.